Hey, long time no see. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've been on here. Well, like been on here showing my face and doing like a little makeup beauty talk through. But anyways, it has been one heck of a year and I have not been very consistent on here. I know, but it's a new year. I want to start doing more videos and I want to hear what your guys' recommendations are. I kind of want to see how this channel is gonna evolve into. Let me know if you want to see more vlog type videos, more beauty videos. I don't know. I'm an open book and I just like sharing the things that I love. But yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do today. It is a Valentine's inspired makeup tutorial using all products that you can find at the drugstore or just like inexpensive products. All the makeup products that I did use are all from the drugstore. That you can find at like Target, Walgreens, CVS. And then like the makeup like brushes, they're all from Morphe and they are so inexpensive and such good quality. The makeup sponge is from Amazon. It is a total dupe to the like the very famous beauty blender that's like $20 for one. This comes in like a 5-pack. And then also my brow soap. I got this one from Amazon too. But anyways, I will share everything as I go through the makeup video. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is my brows. And what I've been using is this soap brow that I got from Amazon. It's called the Kaida Brow Styling Soap. It comes with 2 of the soap brows and then 2 of the little spoolies. And it comes like this where it's like bent. But basically all that you do is you wet the spoolie and you can slide this open and then you just scrape it in there and grab the soap. And then you'll see that it grabs a little bit of the soap on the brush, and all I do is I just comb it upwards to make it look like kind of like the laminated brows in a way, but I've been liking the whole fluffy brow look lately. Also, I did want to mention that my brows are powder ombre. I did them like over a year ago with my girl Danica here in San Diego. So if you're local to San Diego, I highly recommend seeing her. She is so good. She's amazing. She's just like expanding too. So I highly recommend her. I will link her handle in the description box if you are interested. And then if you can see how it combs upward to just kind of make it look a little bit more cleaner, I just go on the top and I just slide it so it looks a little bit more polished and not as messy. But yeah, that's it. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now that brows are nice and brushed and polished, I take my brow pencil, or you can take a brow powder. This has always been my favorite. It's the NYX microbrow pencil and this is in the shade ash brown. I love this color for my brows because it's not too dark and it's not too light, but it has like that nice ashy tone, so it makes it look really natural. And all I do is I don't know if you can see, but there are some sparse areas that have faded from the powder ombre. All I do is I just kind of fill in those like sparse areas that kind of faded, and I fill in a little bit down in the middle just to make it look a lot more symmetrical. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick and I'll be right back. I'm gonna do my skin now, but if you can see, I do have a lot. Oh my god, especially this one. This guy just like popped out last night and I put the sticker on top of it, and so now it's a little bit more angry. I'm gonna conceal this really quickly with my acne concealer because I don't have like a drugstore acne concealer because it has like salicylic acid on them and it kind of treats them. So I'm gonna do that really quickly and then I will be right back and we're gonna do the face. All right, so now we're gonna do the face. I have been on the search for a good drugstore foundation. I haven't used drugstore foundation in so long. Actually, lately for the past year, I haven't even been using foundation because of the masks and the PPE I have to use at work. I've just been breaking out like crazy, and so I'm trying to let my skin breathe a little bit. But I was reading up on some of like the newer foundations that are out. A lot of people love the It Cosmetics CC Cream Foundation. It's got SPF in it, and it kind of like corrects and evens the skin. Well, I was reading up and I saw that e.l.f. Came out with these. I don't even know if they're new, like how new they are, but e.l.f. has these Camo CC Cream color, is a color correcting full coverage natural finish foundation that has SPF 30. It's got collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, which helps to, you know, brighten up brighten up the skin. So I have it in the shades tan and medium. I was looking at the shades. I feel like the medium is a little bit, tad bit too light for me, and then the tan is like a tad bit too dark for me. So what I did is I combined the two, and it's like the perfect match. I've been using this for the past week, and I absolutely love it. So basically what I do is I just do a pump of each on my hand, and then I just mix it, and it comes out to be like the perfect shade. So I'll just apply it straight to my face, and then I just grab beauty sponge. I will link the ones that are from Amazon that are like major dupes for the beauty blender, and it comes in like a pack of 5 or something like that, and it's so good. But I will just blend it all in, and it covers so nicely too. All right, so I just blended it all into my skin. I love how the finish of this foundation looks, and you guys, it is only $14 at Target. So just saying, it's bomb. All right, so next up is concealer. I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Concealer first for underneath my eyes, and then I will go in with the e.l.f. So supposedly I was reading also that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and it's actually pretty good. So the Maybelline Age Rewind, the shade that I'm using is the Golden. And then for the e.l.f., I used 2 different ones. So I initially got the Tan Sand thinking that this was going to be my color, but it's super light. So I went back and I grabbed the Deep Caramel. This one is like totally my shade. It works perfectly. And then I just add like a dab of this Tan Sand just to kind of brighten up the middle. Maybelline first, the Age Rewind, right underneath my dark circles. And then blend that one in first, and then I'll go in with the e.l.f. concealers. So I will start off with the Deep Caramel and just place it down the center like so, and then I add just down the middle here and down the bridge of my nose. And then I will go in with the lighter shade, and I just put just a dab because this is like super light, but I just a little bit there. And I grab my beauty blender again, or beauty sponge, sorry, excuse me. Beauty sponge, and just blend. I just put it here in the center because like you don't need to put it all the way back here. I feel like when you do it all the way back here, it's like way too much product. So what I do is I just blend the middle part first, and then I blend it outwards, and it just like blends it out perfectly. But you see, oh my god, it's like amazing. I think it's like super comparable to the Shape Tape concealer. It's so good. And a little goes a long way too. All right, so now concealer is all blended in. Now I set the under eyes. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder and the shade Pure Beige, and I'm using it with a Real Technique setting brush. It's like really, it's like has like, it's just like the perfect size to set the under eyes. So I just grab a little bit of the powder and I just set it. Just anywhere that I put the concealer, I just set it with the powder. All right, so they say that you should be doing all the creams first before you do any type of powder on top. I know I did my concealer just so it doesn't like budge, but for my cheeks, I love using cream blush. And I found this one from Milani. This is the Cheek Kiss in the shade Nude Kiss 110. It's just like this really pretty rosy red, and I just use my finger to apply right on the cheek, and then I just blend it in. But it just gives it a really nice flushed look that I really have been digging. Especially during the winter, because my skin is a little bit more dry during the winter time. So I feel like the cream blushes, like, they just look more natural looking. Just like so. All right, now I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder underneath my eyes just so that when I do my eyeshadow, it doesn't fall on my under eyes. So what I've been using is this Airspun loose face powder, which it smells very, I don't want to say old, but it does smell a little bit more mature. But if you're not into that, then I wouldn't suggest it. Maybelline has a very similar one. Their Maybelline Fit Me loose powder is really good too. But I've used this one like years ago and it's amazing. I love the way how it sets. So what I'll do is I just grab a bunch on the beauty sponge and I just place it right underneath the eyes, just to help set it. And then when you do your eyelids, all you have to do, like if anything falls down, all you have to do is just brush it off and it won't ruin your under eyes. So I'll just put a little bit here and then just right here in the center where I put my concealer. All right, so now we're gonna get into the eyes, you guys. This is gonna be super easy. I'm not even using an eyeshadow palette. It's all just my bronzer and highlighter. But the first thing I do is I just kind of set it first with some powder. I'll just use like the same setting brush that I used for underneath my eyes, just to put some powder on my lid so that everything kind of blends seamlessly. And then I just grab a big fluffy brush. We'll grab this one from Morphe. It's the E23 brush, but you just need like a big fluffy brush. And then I grab my bronzer, which I will use on my face too. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Golden, number 6. It's so old. I don't know if you can tell here, but I've had this for so long. Probably since I had Zoe. Not gonna lie, which is probably not good, but whatever. So I just grab a little bit and then I basically just put it on the crease and I just blend it all out just so it kind of like diffuses it. Sorry if it keeps like zooming in and out because it just like keeps focusing, but I just blend, blend, blend. That's the key, right? Keep blending. All right, so that's one eye, and then I'll do the other eye and I'll be right back. All right, so I just grab another brush. This is like a more smaller detailed brush compared to the other one. This one is the E17 by Morphe. The other one that I was using just to kind of like smoke it out was the E23. This, for the more focused, I just put it in the outer corner. I did this one already just to give it a little bit more definition. So I just grab a little bit and I just focus it on the outer third of the eyelid, and I just blend, blend, blend. The key is blending. That's the thing that takes like the longest, I feel like, with my eyes, is like blending it so it just looks smoked out and diffused. There you go. And I just grab the bigger brush and I just blend out the edges. And that's it. That's all I do for my eyes. Oh, with the exception of like the inner corners, but that's basically all that I do. And then I just grab a big fluffy brush. This one is also from Morphe. It's the E3. It has like a little bit of a like a domed look, but which I like for the just like for powder to place all over, and for like underneath the eyes just to take out all that excess powder. And then I grab, so what I've been loving, I've been trying this one out and I've been loving it. It's the CoverGirl Clean Fresh pressed powder. This one is in the shade medium 160. It looks like that. This is actually has like a really nice finish too. So for all over my face, I just kind of set the outer parts of my face with the powder, and then we're gonna go into bronzing and highlighting and the cheek, and like finish up the cheeks too. So for like bronzer, I'm going back to that Milani Baked Bronzer in golden, and I'm using this big fluffy brush from Real Techniques, a multitask brush, and I just grab a bunch of that, shake it off, and then apply it as I would a contour slash bronzer. And I just follow like the whole outer perimeter of my face. And I come down here. All right, so now I'm gonna be doing my nose contour. You do not have to do this. This is just something that I've learned and that I have just been loving doing lately. I don't know, it just makes my nose look much more slimmer. But anyways, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. I think that's what it's called. I think that's the shade. Yeah, it says bronzer. But I've had this one. I've also had this one for a long time too. But I love this Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula because it is just like the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. It's pretty much like a dupe. But I love this shade because it just gives that nice shadow to the nose, which I will show you in a little bit. Let me show you how I do like my nose contour. So what I do is I start from the brow here. No, sorry, it's blurring. But I start from the brow and then I just go follow the shape of the nose, and then I just go straight down like so. I just do that. And then same thing on the other side. Start from my brow and then I just go straight, kind of curve it in and go straight down. And what I do is I kind of just slim it down just a little bit so that it makes it look slimmer. But you can, if you can see, it gives that like shadow on the side just to like slim it out. And I've just been so obsessed with just nose contouring. Like it just makes you look like you have a skinnier nose. But anyways, so that's that. And then in order to like blend it out, I just take my setting brush that I use underneath my eyes and I just blend it on the edges just so it doesn't look super harsh. All right, sorry, lighting keeps changing, but I just blend it out and it just diffuses it out. But you see how it just makes it look so much like slimmer. I don't even know if you can really tell, but I can tell, and I like how it makes my nose look. But that's that. And then for my cheeks, I've also had this for quite some time now. I think the shade changed a little bit, but this is by NYX. It's in the shade Terracotta. It reminds me so much of Warm Soul by MAC. But yeah, Terracotta in NYX. I don't know. I'll have to look for the newer name for it because I could not find it at all. I'll link it in the information box down below. So I'm using this brush. I actually had this brush forever also. This is actually from Target, but it's like a little powder fluffy brush. But I like using this one for my blush, and I just grab a little bit of the Terracotta and I just do my smile and apply it right on the cheeks. And then what I like to do also is I grab the big fluffy brush that I used on my eyes, and I grab a little bit of the blush and just kind of place it right on the lids just to give it a little bit of a pinky flush on the lids. Give it a little bit of color. All right, so now we're gonna do highlight. I love this one by Maybelline. It's the Master Chrome Studio Face Metallic Highlighter in the color Rose Gold. I also like the gold one too, but it's such a dupe for the Laura. Oh my God. Sorry, it's old, but it's a dupe for the Laura Geller highlighter that I love also. This one is the ballerina shade, and this is like the rose gold, but yes, so good. What I use is, this is the Morphe M501. It's not as dense as the other ones, so this is like the perfect brush for your highlighter. But I just grab just a smidge of that and I apply it right on the high points of my cheeks. Can you see it? Oh my God, it's so pretty. And right on the top of my brow bone. And then I just put a little bit right on the tip of my nose. Right up here on my lip. And what I use is I use like a little pencil brush. This is the Morphe E24. And I just grab just a little bit of the tip and I apply it right in the center, in the corner of my eyes, just to open up the eyes a lot more. And then I just grab my finger. What I like to do is I put just a little bit right in the center of my eye, just to give it that like highlight effect. And then I just grab my fluffy brush and I just blend out the edges. All right, so now I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna use this one by Morphe. I already opened it, but it's the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's so fine. It feels so good to spray on your face. This is probably the closest one that I found that's from the like drugstore or that's like affordable. You can find this at Ulta, or you can go onto their website, and it's so comparable, I feel like, to like the MAC Fix Plus and like the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Those two are my absolute favorite setting sprays to use. But this one is really good too. All right, so now I'm gonna finish up the eyes. I have been loving this from Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil, and I have it in the black and in this like dark brown color. This is in the shade Sharp Brown. I love this for just like a more natural look, but I have been loving doing just like that. It's like a smoky eyeliner. All right, so I did this eye already, but if you can see, it is really subtle. If I was to do an eyeliner, I usually like to just either use shadow or just use this blendable gel pencil, and I just kind of blend it out so that it doesn't look as harsh, I guess you could say. but I just kind of like it. It's just because it makes it look really soft and subtle. So I'm gonna do it on this eye and I will show you what I do. So this pencil, it twists up and then a little bit will come out at the tip, if you can see. But I just start in the middle and then I just do it ever so gently. And then when I come to the end, I just flick it out. I don't know if you can see it, but you just kind of flick it out. And then I use these brushes, these two brushes. This one is from Sonia Kashuk. It's the number 105 brush, but it's like super tiny, itty bitty. And then I use this Morphe M508 brush, which looks like that. So basically, I go between the two just depending on how blended it looks. It blends out the edges really nicely, and then when I come to the end or the tail part, I use the smaller one and I just flick it out. It gives it that very smoked out liner look. It's very subtle. It's like super subtle, which I really like. I don't like a super harsh liner because it just doesn't, I don't know, I just not a fan of that look. Now you don't have to do the liner if you don't want to. Sometimes I skip the liner. Okay, so now for underneath the eyes, I'm taking this one from Morphe. It's the M408 brush, and I just grab the same bronzer that I used on my lids and around my face, but I just grab a little bit. And all I do is I just put it in the outer half of my lower lid and I just blend it out. I don't like to go too far in, but just to give the eye a little bit more dimension. All right, so now for my lashes. I've always loved these two mascaras. These are the L'Oreal mascaras. So this one is the very infamous Voluminous Carbon Black mascara, which looks like this here. And then this one is the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, which I think is a total dupe to the Better Than Sex mascara. That's what the wand looks like here. So I will start off with the Lash Paradise first. Apply a nice good coat of that. So I'll be right back. This one is actually in like the blackest black shade, I believe. It's like the very blackest lash shade, but I just did one coat of them on my lashes, and then I'm going to be putting on some false lashes because you know what, this is a Valentine's look and I want it to be a little, we're just gonna go a little extra today. The lashes that I love from the drugstore are these Kiss lashes in the number 117. They flare, they get longer on the edges, and it's very similar to the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. These Kiss ones though are a little bit longer for my eye shape. So what I do is I kind of trim it like right here on the outer edge of it. You're not supposed to trim it from the inner part of the lash. You're supposed to trim from the outer part. So that's what I did. I already have these ones. I've already cut them and I've used them a couple of times. I love these lashes, even the Ardell ones. I can use them multiple times, reuse them multiple times, and they work perfectly. So I'm gonna put some lash glue. Also, I wanted to mention, when I did go to Target recently, I did see that they have the House of Lashes. They have House of Lashes false lashes, but they also have my absolute favorite lash glue from House of Lashes. It's this one here. They also have a black one available if you like the black version, but I like the clear one because I use these types of false lashes that have like a clear band to it. So I'm gonna put some glue on here first, and then I will be right back once it's ready to be placed on, because what they say that you're supposed to do, of course, is you're supposed to apply the glue and then let it sit for like 30 seconds just so it gets like nice and tacky, and then you apply it onto your eyelid so that it stays put. It doesn't like move around. So I'm gonna do that really quick and then I'll be right back. All right, you guys, one lash is on. I'm gonna put on the other one. I'm gonna show you guys how I put it on. But you guys, please don't tease me because I always make the weirdest facial expressions when I'm putting on my mascara and I put on my lashes. So just don't mind that, okay? I highly don't suggest using a tweezer your first time around because you will poke your eyes out, which I have done multiple times. But yeah, once you place it on, what I do is I just take my fingers and I squeeze my lashes with the false lashes just to get it as close to the lash line as possible. Ooh. All right, you guys, lashes are on. I mean, look at the difference it made with lashes. Oh my God. Okay, so now for the bottom lash line, I take the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. I love using this one for my bottom lash line, and I just get really close and don't mind my face. I make like the weirdest faces when I do my my lashes. I just get really close and then I just do like a little back and forth motion just to kind of spread it. And then what I do is I get as close possible and I just put right at my lashes just to blend it with the falsies. All right, you guys, almost done. All we have to do is the lips. I found these lip crayons, but these are the Maybelline Superstay ink crayons. I have like these nudie shade tones, and then of course I have the red lip. So what I do is I take the darker one, which is the Enjoy the View number 20. So what I do is I just fill in my lip with it. So you can see it's like that, it's like a rosy, almost like a rosy kind of color. Rosy pink kind of color. I go a little out of my line just to make my lips look a little bit fuller. I mean, not like I really need it or anything, but it just makes the lips look so much fuller. But like, you see how pretty that color is? Especially for Valentine's Day, this is so pretty. So we have that one. And then I take Lead the Way, number 15, and I just put it right in the center. But it's really not, it's not super drying. It still feels really like hydrating. And I just blend it both. That's it, you guys. So that's what it looks like on. Love it, especially for Valentine's Day. All right, you guys, this is the first look for this Valentine's Day tutorial. I am loving this like little pink nudie rosy lip color. And then I will show you up next the red. All right, you guys, I took it off and you can tell it's still kind of stained a little bit on my lips, but it's okay. I'm gonna put on the red lipstick anyways and it's gonna cover it, but I just put some chapstick on and then using this red lip in the shade Hustle in Wheels number 45. And I feel like with red, you always have to be super careful. And then that's, oh my God. Oh, you guys, that is a red lip right there. You see how that red like just like makes your teeth look so much whiter? Oh, that is just like the perfect red lip. But I just like love this like super simple makeup look, and it just like pulls like everything together. All right, you guys, that is it. That is the entire makeup look, including the red lip. You guys, I am obsessed. I love anything that's affordable and looks amazing on. But yes, I hope you guys like this video. If there's any other videos that you guys want to see, be sure to comment down below. Let me know what other videos, because it is the new year. I have some other videos lined up that I'd like to do, but I'd like to hear and see what kind of videos you guys like. More vlog videos, more of these type videos, like how I do my makeup, how I do my hair. So yeah, it just kind of gives me some ideas and see how I'd like to go forward with this channel. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.